Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host.
All right, beautiful people, man. Good evening to you. Thanks so much for joining us here today on this special edition of New Black Wall Street, Black Man Monday, here on the Martin Luther King's birthday. It's not his birthday, but it's the day that we celebrate his birthday for this particular holiday, man. What a special time it is. Who knew I was going to be here on this Monday with these brothers talking about business and investing? As you guys may know, before King passed away, he started to switch a little bit. He started talk about economics and us getting to the bag. And so we're going to be having a wonderful conversation with two brothers who are getting to the bag and also helping other people to get to the bag as well here tonight. And of course, Black Man Monday. What is this show all about? It's just a special presentation where I could just like to connect networks to networks. I am fortunate to be connected to quite a few brothers and sisters, and I want them all to kind of kumbaya, get to know each other. And if they have products or services that could be a service to you, and or vice versa, you guys connect. And that's just what it is, man. I've learned with this internet thing, man, we are probably about 2 degrees of separation away from brothers and sisters or people, period, that we need to be connected to help us get to the next level. And so we're going to do that here tonight. And of course, it's a night where we just honor the Black man. We show our love, appreciation, and respect to the Black man for what he is doing to continue to help our community be better. And so as you may be thinking about that, if you're connected to a brother who needs some uplifting here tonight, go ahead and hit that tag button, tag them to the stream right now so they can know that there's other brothers who are standing in the wing to help them, to iron sharpens iron, and so forth. Of course, I'm your host, ERGJ, certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises and the Black Bazaar, and also the author of the Black Billionaires Club, and also run that club as well, where we focus on building wealth and also building business. And so if that's something that you are interested in, you can find it. I'll show you just a minute where you can actually find the book and also the club as well if you'd like to join. Well, go ahead and let us know where you're connecting from, my beautiful people. What city, what state, what country, what city, what state, what country. We're broadcasting across the World Wide Web into Facebook and also YouTube. And we don't know just how far this thing may go, man. How far is our reach, man? It's international, man. All you need is you got the internet and the smartphone, and you can be connected to anybody. So love to know where you're connecting from. We're broadcasting out of our virtual studio here in Decatur, Georgia. That's right, Decatur, where is greater. That's right, Decatur, where is greater. Where are you connected from? What city, what state, what country? What city, what state, what country? Hit the like button, share button, tag a brother. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, Dodilla? And we'll be right back to introduce you guys. We got two brothers here who are going to be talking to us about what they're doing, what they've been up to, and they particularly, I know them to be in business and investing. So it's very, very interesting that that's our topic here tonight. And so I look forward to you guys getting to know some of the brothers that I'm connected to. You get connected to them. Networks connect to networks. Your net worth is your network. We'll be right back. All right, the Black Billionaires Club. Again, that's the book that I wrote, guys, to highlight brothers and sisters who getting that guap and how they did it as well. You can find that book by simply going to the website www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. And again, where you're there, guys, you can find the book, but also it's a club that we actually connect with. We've got about 150 to 200 brothers and sisters who's serious about building business and also building wealth. So if you're saying I'm like-minded, I want to be around brothers and sisters like that, again, you can find our club by simply going there. And we got a limit of about 250. So once we get there, we will not be accepting any more members. TheBlackBillionairesClub.com, TheBlackBillionairesClub.com. Of course, tonight is Black Man Monday. And I'm super excited and stoked, guys. We're going to be talking about business and investing. Now, this is where I'm at. because I'm an investor. In case you guys don't know, I run 2 businesses. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I think the brothers that I'm connected to are kind of in the same fashion. I guess saying birds of a feather flock together, and so we're gonna be kind of talking to them and find out what they got going on here tonight, Black Man Monday. Did you hit the like button? Did you hit the share button? Did you tag button? All that good stuff. I see you, Brother Dave. I see you, Jamell. I think you're still working on some internet stuff, Jamell, so we have you come in a second. I want to introduce you guys to this brother here who I don't know. I guess we got connected via Facebook. And I think what happens is as you are connected to other people, you start to find brothers and sisters who are kind of like, okay, I want to rock with him. I see what he got going on or she got going on as well. So I haven't met him physically, but I have been watching the content that he puts out, the conversations that he has. I read some of his posts, and I'm always intrigued by what he does. I know that he is heavy into investing and teaching, but there's some things I don't know about him, and so I'll be finding out more about him as well. He goes by Diamond Dave, Brother Dave Williams. I'm going to bring him to the stream right now here on Black Man Monday. What's going on, Brother Dave?
How you doing, man? I really appreciate you having me on. How you feel?
Man, I am feeling absolutely phenomenal, man. Special night here on Black Man Monday. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us here tonight. How's everything going with you?
Going good, going good. The weather down here is pretty good, so it's a good change of pace from what we normally get.
Okay, where you at? What weather?
I'm down here in Orlando, Florida. So normally it's really, really hot. So I was driving around earlier this evening. It's kind of like maybe 65 degrees. So we got to enjoy that because we'll probably get 2 weeks of that and then turn right back around to being hot again.
Yeah, we jealous when you say 60-something degrees. Well, I'm one state up and we in the 40s. So and I'm pretty sure people in Michigan and Chicago and all this stuff like you 60 degrees. That's what I'm talking about. But it's cold to you guys. I know as you travel further south, you get close to the equator. It stays kind of warm. Well, Brother Dave, man, as I said, I know just a little bit about some of the things that you do as far as investing is concerned. I think options particularly is your specialty, but there's some other things that you probably got going on in ways that you help impact and affect our community. Love for you to tell us who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
Okay, so my name is David Williams. I go by Diamond Dave on social media. So that's like my social media tag. And so what I'm currently doing right now, and I've been involved in trying to really reach out to our people from a business standpoint and investing standpoint for going on 6 or 7 years. I was at one time living in Atlanta. And I think that's kind of how we got connected to, like, your sphere of influence or your degrees of separation. So I knew some people that knew you. And I think that's kind of how we got connected on social. Moved down here, I want to say maybe over the past 2 years and transitioned more into doing long-term investing, options trading, and then also created a business or a course around teaching people about the options market as a way to either replace or supplement the income from their 9 to 5. And we're doing that with the goal of getting them to around $2K a month profit with options trading, because once they establish that baseline, then now they can build up. But if you just stay at the $2K a month, if you can make an extra $20,000 a year, right, as a trader, it'll totally change your life. And you'll start to understand that there's a bigger world out there that you may not have been exposed to.
Man, absolutely. There's absolutely a much bigger world now. There's quite a few of our brothers and sisters that this is like foreign conversation that you're having here. You saying $22,000 a month, $20,000 a year. When did you kind of get into options trading or investing, and when did the light come on for you?
The light came on for me, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I never really have been taught investing at all. I've been taught primarily just work, start a business, and make money doing a lot of active labor. I kind of knew about CDs and money market accounts, and I also knew about 401ks, but I didn't really know about you controlling your own you controlling your investing as an individual. And I definitely didn't know about the options market. So I want to say about 4 years ago, I got involved in long-term investing. And then once I got really solid with my understanding of long-term buy and hold investing, then I was able to kind of move into the options market because I understood how the market worked. And so one of the most important things is that you have to really understand how the market works to be successful as a trader, because all trading activity is based on the fundamentals of the market.
Woo, okay. Understanding how the market works, the fundamentals of the market itself. And what were some of the things that you learned, I guess, in particular, that you learned before you got into options that kind of got you to the point where you was like, okay, let me try this new part of, I guess, investing. And if you could just give us a brief understanding of what options are, because that could be a thing for people as well.
Okay, so if you're looking at an option really means what it means, just the regular definition, where you have the right to do something or not to do something. So let me give an example. So I'm down here in Orlando. So at one time we had Shaquille O'Neal as a player for the team. And what he had was he had a term in his contract once he hit a certain year where either he could stay with Orlando or he could not stay with Orlando. So he had the option to either stay with Orlando or get out of the contract. That's what we call an option. You have the option to either do something or not do something. When you're looking at an options contract, you have the option to what we call exercise or redeem the contract, or you have the option to not redeem it. So what I want you to understand is similar to like a coupon, where I have a coupon, I can redeem the coupon or I cannot redeem the coupon, but I pay for the right to redeem the coupon if I choose to, and that therefore is my option.
Absolutely, man. And so people are able to use these options or redeem or not redeem these options, and it turns into some type of positive cash or profit for them. That's basically what you're saying.
So what I'm saying is, so let's say hypothetically, I had a right to either buy or not buy a car from you, and I bought that coupon from you to reserve that right. So I paid you a certain amount of money to reserve that right to either buy that car from you or not buy that car from you. Now, let's say hypothetically, 6 months down the line, the value of that car appreciates, the Blue Book value appreciates, let's say by 40%. That contract to redeem that coupon becomes more valuable. Why? Because I've already locked in to buy that car from you at a certain price. So what you're doing is you're locking in. It's similar to, and a lot of the older people can probably remember this. I don't mean old, but I mean older. If you remember rain checks, where back in the day you would go to a store, and if they had a sale and they didn't have the item, you could say, well, let me get a rain check on that. And it meant that you would get locked in at that price, even though they were out of that item. You could come back at a later date for that original price, right? That's kind of what you're doing in the options market, is you're buying contracts with the opportunity to either what we call a or what I would just say redeem is a very common term. And what we're doing is that as the market moves, it can increase or decrease the value of those contracts. When we get to increase the value of the contract, we're looking to sell with profit. If we get a decrease of the value of contract, we look to sell it with the least amount of loss as possible.
Absolutely, and I'm familiar with it, where you can that profit can be up or down, depending on the value that you play to the market as well. Yeah, though, Dylan, a little bit about options, man, and so this is, you can't hear me, Brother Dave, you hear me? Did we lose you?
I can't hear you.
Okay. I think let me check. Am I still coming in good, guys? Or is that Dave? We got a little bit of lag. What's going on, though? Dylan, Brother Doe said, man, he turned $800 at 33,000, 6 weeks, first time option trader. Absolutely. I'm gonna check back with you in just a second, Dave. I think we got a little audio issue. Well, you can hear me. Okay, he's gonna come back in just a second. So guys, like I said, I'm connected to a lot of brothers and sisters in a lot of different arenas. Particularly me, I'm in finance, I'm business and investing. So I just happen to be connected to brothers that are in that vein as well, amongst other things. And so this brother here that he'll be rejoining in just a second. He is he's been into the investing game, got into options. And not only is he a successful option trader, but he also is also teaching options as well. See if we got him back. Brother Dave, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, no problem. I heard it kind of going in and out. And so let me catch back up with you, because we got brother Dillon. He's into option trading. Well, say he turned $800 into 33,000, 6 weeks, first time options trader, man. That just, for some people, that sounds like preposterous, right? It's like, really, you did what, right? But how realistic is that? I mean, I know you say, hey, with my teaching, I want to get people to a sustainability of $2,000, consistent $2,000 a month, and then now they got a baseline where they can take that thing off, man. What do you think? What do you think it is for us as it relates to investing, and then also as it relates to this concept of the options market?
So I mean, it's definitely realistic because you got to realize that the New York Stock Exchange has a market cap of around 80 trillion. So the brother Don Dilla, he had a great gain, but you know, I tell people all the time is that if you and your group pull out 100 million out of the market, it's less than 1%. So what we've been taught money is artificial. We don't really know what real money is because we haven't really been exposed to it. So we've been taught money is what somebody will pay us on the job, or even sometimes with a business, because most of us aren't cutting deals for $1 billion, or we're not signing partnerships where it's a $500 billion partnership. I was posting an article where there's a guy that's going to develop property down here. So the market has so much money in it. The numbers really are not that hard to achieve because of the amount of money in the market. We just haven't been taught how to go out into the market and start pursuing that kind of money. Because our job is to be very real with you, our job is to make somebody else wealthy as opposed to make ourselves and our families wealthy. So we just have to start changing our mindset and understand that this economy in America is very liquid. There's more money in this economy than there ever has been in the history of the United States. So getting money is not going to be difficult because they've essentially increased the amount of liquidity in the market so much. There's just money everywhere now. But they make it seem through media and television that money's very hard. Well, you know, we're going to wait 9 months to decide to send you $2,000. But in reality, they printed more money. They printed 20% of all the money in American circulation this year. So there's more liquidity in the market than there's ever been in the history of the United States. So we just have to really start to understand the market and start changing how we see the world and realize that these opportunities are available to us, but we have not been trained to pursue these opportunities because the markets historically was a space for elite people. And I'm very happy to say that I've brought in people that were not considered part of that elite class into the markets and allowed them to have success. But it's a mindset switch. You have to really understand that a lot of what we've been taught about making money in this real economy is fake. It's not real. It's designed to give us a false perception of what's really going on in the world.
Man, yeah, I'm a financial educator, and I hearing you, brothers. Man, I know we could talk all day long. Let me ask you this, man, because I think I've seen some other things with you as well. You know, I think I've seen you, you know, into the whole marketing piece as well with the options trading. First, let's finish up with the options trading. As you transition from long-term investor buy and hold, you know, I say you about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, into options trading, then to actually teaching, you know, showing other people. What gave you the confidence to do that? And you know, is that kind of your background thing? What really got you to the point? You're like, you know what, I'm gonna teach my brothers and sisters about this phenomenon of options trading that I've been exposed to.
Well, I mean, I was already, when I was living in Atlanta, I was moving around with Huff, and we was already teaching people digital marketing and also doing some business consulting. So I was operating before I became an options trader, being a media buyer in the Facebook ad space. So I was also teaching people how to do that, to try to bring a lot of BOBs into that space. So then all I did was I just transitioned from teaching that to, once I had success in the options market, I knew I had a curriculum that could work for other people. I just started teaching it, and I started at a very, very low price point because I realized people was taking a risk on me. And as I started to produce more results in other students, I just started to walk my price point up.
Absolutely. So, Mr. Dominique Huff, that's how we're connected.
Yeah, I call him Huff. Yeah, Dominique Huff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now things are clicking. He's gonna be on. I don't know when he's gonna be on. Oh, he's supposed to be on like a week ago or something. We missed him on one of our previous broadcasts. So, and I know that the class or the course that you have is you call it the highest paid part-time job in the world. I think it's pretty dope. The highest paid. Tell us about the concept of that name and what that really means for you and also your students.
Well, what we were trying to get people to really understand and wrap their head around is that the market allows you to create a lot of income in a relatively short amount of time. So where if you can do $2,000 a month, working maybe 15 hours that month, right? it's a lot different than you doing $2,000 and you got to work 40 hours in a week. So I wanted people to really understand is that you have the ability to create a really decent amount of income as a baseline to build off of in a relatively short amount of time. So it really is like the highest paid part-time job in the world, where it's not something that you need to spend 120 hours a month trying to achieve it. So a lot of opportunity situations that we to, the amount of hours that you got to put in are ridiculous because it's all based on your active labor. Being an options trader is primarily based on your brain and your psychology. It's not based on you doing a lot of active labor. So you got to understand that, like I said, this is a different way for us to make money that we haven't been exposed to, because this space was primarily designed for people from elite families that had connections that could figure out a way how to get a job at a Goldman Sachs, or how to get a job at a JP Morgan, or how to get a job at Lehman Brothers, that these particular doors they would never let us into. So we weren't really taught how to make money right in the markets, primarily just using our brain.
Man, it's amazing what access can do. I'm out again. It's amazing what access can do, man. I don't know if he can hear me or not. It's amazing what access can do, guys. This World Wide Web has opened us up to spaces where we may not have had access before. And now not only are we in those spaces, now we also are teaching in those spaces and starting to find some success in a space that was for a while we just were locked out of. You can still hear me, Dave? Uh-oh. I don't know if he can hear me anymore. It's going in and out as far as our connection. He'll be right back in just a second. Hey, man. Hey, this is some good stuff, man. Charts and everything. What's up, Doe Dillard? My brother, Doe Dillard. What's going on? Brother Amari's in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining. Man, that's what I'm talking about. You're going to get 250,000 this year. That's what I'm talking about, brother. We got to run it up. We got to run it up in 2021. So, Brother Dave, man, a couple more questions. We're going to bring our next guest in, and then we're going to bring you guys all back at the end of our broadcast here tonight. Again, we can go on and on because you're talking my language. But we just coming out of a year they call, I guess it called the year of the pandemic. What was a big takeaway for you for 2020?
The big takeaway for me is that really understanding is that this economy is really based on keeping us in a one place. And what I found is that the way the government reacted to COVID, and I was telling somebody this earlier, while I was working so hard in 2020 trying to build out the course and trying to really get a lot more experience as a trader, because I said the bottom's probably going to fall out in 2021. So I said that they're going to try to keep everybody stable in 2021. This whole bottom of this economy is going to fall out. And so what it really showed me is that for a lot of people, their life is on a string and they have a lot of economic instability. And if they can't figure out how to build some kind of economic stability, they're going to just always be dealing with this instability or this uncertainty. And it's something that I didn't want to have to deal with. So I decided to really buckle down and do everything I could do to where I hit 2021, what I would say, hit it rolling with my momentum already going. So when we got into the COVID, I made more money in COVID. I made a ridiculous amount of money in March, in April, in May, as the market was going down, because as a trader, I understood how to take advantage of the downside of the market. And so that's something that I'm really enthusiastic about teaching people, because as an options trader, you can make money whether the market is up or down. So you don't need to be worried about a lot of the news that you're getting, because once you really start to understand the market, you really start to understand it. You understand that there are people in the market that desire to sink the market because that's how they're going to make money. And so we're taught to be scared when the economy is going down, and you understand that there's agents in the market where they're looking to make the market fall because that's how they make money. If you watch movies like The Big Short, you kind of understand how that works. And that's why I tell people we really need to start to understand this market, because it's a big part of our life as Americans and also as members of this world society. But we have very little understanding of how it impacts our life and then how we can take advantage of it.
Man, yeah, it's amazing, man. I remember if I think back till March last year, I was getting people prepared for the recovery. At the same time, I was like, yeah, now's the best time for us to really start looking at what we're going. And now a lot of those people are super, super stoked now. But yeah, the options trading making money on the way up or down. And what are you looking forward to this year, man? 2021. You made it through 2020. You got the ball rolling. What's coming up for you?
I'm looking forward to my goal this year in 2021 is to get this particular offer out and to get this opportunity out to 1,000 people. So we're just trying to get closer and closer to that goal. So get more exposure. That's why I'm really happy I was able to get access and have the opportunity to be on your platform, to get the word out, to just continue to teach more, to continue to become more solid as a trader, get more experience in the market, and to really start really developing my psychology to where I become a better trader based on my psychology and just based on my experience. And that's pretty much what I'm looking to do for 2021.
Man, when you say psychology, man, I'm hearing the words, get your mind right. Everybody putting comments on, get your mind right. Get your mind right. And my last question for you, man, as we prepare for our break to bring on our next guest. This is Black Man Monday, MLK, holiday observance of MLK Day. As you think about Black men today, man, as you think about us in 2021, what are your words of wisdom specifically for the Black man in 2021?
I just think that we have to really take on a leadership capacity, and first in our own life, and then over our families, and then over our group. We have to stop thinking that somebody is going to come help us out, right? We have to start really taking on our own, putting the responsibility for leadership on ourselves, and then making that leadership go out into our groups, into our families. And that's something that we really need to focus on. We have a lot of opportunity in front of us, but there's a lot of distractions. We have to get those distractions out of our way and focus on what's important and make that the primary thing that we have going on in our life, and just get rid of all the distractions. Because this society that we live in, it capitalizes on distracting us, right? So we got to really understand that. We have to focus on what's important. So if we're about building financial stability, we're about building wealth, we're about building stronger families, we're about business, we have to make that the most important thing in our lives. And I don't mean that that's more important than human beings, but what I mean is that we have to cut a lot of these distractions out. And then once we focus on that, it's amazing where we can be in 20 years. And I'm gonna say one thing because I don't want to hold up the show. We are so, as Black men, we are so gifted as a group of people. Anything we put our attention on, we're going to be good at. If we take any area of this economy, right, that can be beneficial to us, and we say we're going to take the next 10 years and focus on that, we'll dominate it. Our problem is that we allow people to come in and distract us, right? Whether they be our own people or another group of people. If we decide to have that focus, whether it's going to be on options trading, long-term investing, cryptocurrency, real estate, another form of business, and we take a 10-year goal to dominate that, we'll do it. But we have decided that we will be cool with being a secondary player. So we'll be cool with being athletes, but not owners. We got to get out of that mind state and understand what's important and make that our main focus.
Man, oh man. Oh, it's getting good, man. Black Man Monday here tonight. Here today with brother Diamond Dave, man. Again, this brother here, business. He got a marketing background, investing background. He's teaching as well. And the name of his website where he has this course is highest paid part-time job in the world.com. So very easy to remember, highest paid part-time job in the world.com. And if you're interested in saying, you know what, you want to get in the game, you want to learn this game of options trading, he has a course there that you can pick up. And he's been gracious enough to say, you know what, for being on the platform, all the people who might tune in now live or may catch this on replay, you have a promo code and get 10% off that course by using the promo code BAZAAR. Okay, so if that's who you're saying, man, it's starting to ring a little bit. You're getting your mind right. You say, what, this is the area that you want to get into. You want to connect your network to my network, make that thing work. Well, again, go to highest paid part-time job in the world, and then use the promo code BAZAAR to get 10% off that course and get in the game, guys. It is money out there. Brother Dave, man, we'll be right back with you. We'll be back with our next guest. If you want to hang on to the end of the show, that's cool. If you got some other stuff to do, I understand that as well. But guys, we'll be right back after our advert. Oh, yeah. All right, man. TheBlackBazaar.com, man. Check us out, man. Shop once you shop black, you never go back. Guys, got Afro Central home decor, personal care products, and also black art inspired gifts. Check us out at www.theblackbazaar.com. That's right, www.theblackbazaar.com. Here today, man. New Black Wall Street, man. Black Man Monday. I told you I got some cool folks. I got some cool peeps up in the house, man. Oh, man, we got a George, Brother Dandridge site, man. That's my, okay, well, wait till he come on and start talking about all that taxes and accounting and stuff. That's my brother there. My brother Doe Diller's in the house. Thanks so much for joining us here today on Black Man Monday, man. Shout out to all the black men in the house, man. Hugh Little's in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining. That's what I'm talking about. Fill up the bag. Brother Mars in the house as well. Again, tag a brother, man, that you know needs some uplifting so he knows that we're here. Also, hit the like button, the share button if you care. Like button, the share button if you care. Brother Jamell, man. Brother Seazons, man. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. If you're ready to rock with me. I know we've been dealing with some stuff. Thumbs up, ready to rock and roll. All right, man. So here's the deal, guys. We just had Brother Diamond Dave, highest paid part-time in the world, man, dropping some knowledge bombs on us. I got another brother here in a very similar vein. Business and investing is kind of where we're at today for this particular broadcast. As I mentioned, MLK, he started transitioning into this whole economic thing about, hey, we gotta get the money right before he passed away. So what a time to be talking about this as well. This brother here is in Alabama, by way of, I think, of Jersey or New York. But I'll tell you, man, a little bit about Mr. Seazons from my viewpoint. This brother here is a dude who will get an idea, run with it, make it happen. He's similar to me in like his execution of his ideas, and it's cool to see because many of us, we have all these wonderful, great ideas, but really taking the time to work on those ideas, as Brother Dave said, man, a lot of times we get distracted. So he's got some laser focus. And I'm pretty sure there's a drive or behind all that as well. I've seen him, I think he's in now his third or fourth business. He's also a member of the Black Billionaires Club, and he's who I lean on in the Forex markets. And so that's something that he's learning. And so what you're going to see tonight, I'm more long-term swing trader. Diamond Dave, he's in the options, so I'm gonna take his course and learn that from him. I'll probably pick that up next. And then Brother Seazons, he on Forex. So as soon as he get that down pat, I'm gonna be hitting him up. We're gonna be teaching that. We got cryptocurrency. I'm in that too. So I'm in these spaces, right? But I do tell people, choose what you're going to focus on and become and study that, right? So we're all in different veins, but we have figured out how to earn profits in the spaces that we're in. Okay, we learn how to earn profits in the spaces that we're in. So if you want to be wealthy, you got to study wealthy people. You got to do wealthy stuff like study. My brother Jamell Seazons in the house, man, Birmingham, which is also, I believe, it's the home of A.G. Gaston, a black millionaire. If you guys don't know about A.G. Gaston, I'm gonna be reading that on the New Black Wall Street Book Club coming up. Brother Seazons in the house, man. What's going on with you, man?
What's going on? How everybody doing? How you doing this evening?
Oh man, I'm doing well. Okay, we got audios. Okay, man. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. I don't take it lightly, man. I know you can be doing anything else. You decide to go and show up with us here today. How's everything going with you, man?
Man, everything's good. Everything's good. I had some internet service at the house, so I had to come down here to the local Wendy's and tap in here just so I can make the show. So, it was trying to stop me from showing up on here, though, but I'm here, so I couldn't miss this for nothing in the world. But if you just hear some over loud noise, it's coming from Wendy's. It's because I'm just sitting in here trying to use the internet service. Mine's back at home was just a little bit slower today.
Not a problem, man. Well, hey, man, we doing what we got to do, man. I appreciate that, man. Not everybody going to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and go down the road. Some people say, I just going to miss it. So you showing up. That's what their brothers show up. Well, there's some people who have no idea who you are. So if you could tell us a little bit about yourself, man, what you do, why you, who you are, what you do, and why you do what you do.
Okay, well, my name is Jamell Seazons. I was born and raised in Queens, New York. I've been in Birmingham since the towers fell in 2002. But just fast forward, I was working in Birmingham for a long time at the city of Birmingham, the Mercedes plant. A SIPCO and everything like that. And I never, ever had a chance to really value my time. I didn't really understand my time. I'd be working from like 7 in the morning to 7 in the evening. So I always wanted to figure out a way that I could, you know, save some of my time, spend time with my family, take trips, spend some money, you know, and just do some things like that. So when I came involved with Forex and as far as in drop shipping and e-commerce, it gave me the opportunity to spend some time with my kids and actually learn how to make money. I never knew before that I had to take my money and make more money. I always thought I had to work hard, you know, and with blood and sweat and restless nights in order to make money. So, you know, I just started a journey to you know, to develop things with myself. And my first business was a bounce house business called the Birmingham Bounce Brothers. Me and my business partner started that one, and I have 5 kids. And being that I have so many kids, every time they had a birthday party, I had to buy moonwalks. So about 4 years ago, we came up with the idea of just purchasing 3 moonwalks. And since then, we've been doing pretty good. You know, this whole every year we're booked up pretty much every single weekend, maybe 2 days out of the week. So we're just building and growing as far as in the Birmingham Bounce Brothers. But from there, I learned how to do drop shipping and e-commerce, which is the process of not having products and actually learning how to make money on the internet. Yeah, you know, this phone is a very valuable. I did by e-commerce and by drop shipping, and drop shipping is not having any products and being able to take a picture and put it on Facebook, and then people actually send you money for something that they want. So the one thing I do learn is that when people want something, they will buy it no matter what. No matter what, you know, we might think that because it's on the internet or something like that, you know, people might not want to spend money, but if people really rock with you, they will spend their money with you. So, but then came Forex. So Forex is one of the best things I've ever seen because, like I said, it showed me how to take my money and make more money. So, like I say, I'm just a student and I'm still learning. And you know, I just got a whole lot more stuff to go on, though. But you know, we'll get to that as the show goes on. But like how you say, I stay very busy and just trying to always be innovative.
Man, absolutely, man. So Birmingham Bounce House was that came from an idea you have children. They always you know, every party they're going to want these floats and things like that. And so they said, man, instead of us going and renting it, let's go get our own. Fantastic. So that was what I did. Just came through the kids. But then you said you got into
it came through the kids.
You got into drop shipping and e-commerce, which is you know, something that I promoted heavily at the beginning of the pandemic. How long have you been doing the drop shipping part of your business that you do?
I probably started drop shipping about 3 years ago. When I first had signed up, you know, I think it was part of an MLM at the time when they were getting me to go to Shopify and do things with Shopify. But then I just took time to learn how to, you know, provide my own website for free, how to set up things and just how to market products all over the internet. So like I said, I didn't really know too much about it because I did have I had a brick and mortar store, buy clothes and sell them through the store. So one of the ways that I was able to save time on gas and travel was by learning how to go online and do e-commerce, which was getting some vendors that are in China, because everything is pretty much made in China. Everything is made in China. So I just figured out how I had to get some vendors or products for as cheap as possible and sell them for as high as possible to the people that might want them.
Absolutely, man. So and I saw something else as well. This thing called Store Run. What's that? Can you hear me? Oh, we got a little
Store Run was something that I created at the beginning of this year. And that, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Yeah, so Store Run was something. Yeah, Store Run was something that I started in the beginning of the year, and I knew that everything was going to start shutting down. So I just started a delivery service as for the Black-owned businesses here in the city. Like we have a lot of food trucks here in the city, and a lot of people were at home and they didn't want to leave home due to the COVID-19. So I decided to just go to the business and post there, go live, and let people know that I was there. And then I started delivering food all over the city. So then I just expanded it to, you know, just doing store runs. Anything you want from the store, anything you want from a restaurant, anything you want from Sam's. I'm now trying to, you know, expand to the point where I'm doing airport runs. You know, just pretty much anything, like especially if anybody needs to go to work. I know here in the South sometimes people don't have transportation, and here in Birmingham we're not as good as it is in Atlanta. So I, you know, the buses and we don't have trains, but the bus system is horrible. So I just figured out a way that I could take people to work and, you know, provide a service that everybody would need. And at the same time, I could also make some money too.
Absolutely, man. That's why when I saw that, I said, "What is he doing over there with this thing called Store Run?" I didn't realize you were doing it and connecting with Black-owned businesses, man. So that's pretty cool, man. You find a need in your community, and you feel that need, man. That's right, man. Brother Lewis said, man, brother, his own Uber and Postmates salute.
Yeah. So, you know, so it wasn't really that hard to think of, because I know a lot of business owners here in the area. And then when the pandemic hit, a lot of them were kind of, you know, a lot of them were starting to close down. So the way that I figured I could help them and they could help me was by delivering some of their food. And at the same time, I can make profit in order to help more people. So now I deliver packages for people, all the Black-owned businesses, not all of them. I haven't reached every business yet, but a lot of the Black-owned businesses in the area, I do deliveries for them. I make runs for them. I take family members places, but I'm just trying to expand to build me a team, and I got to work on my app. But like I said, I've been doing this for probably about a year, and I still got to get a lot of the, you know, technicalities and things that I can do and I can't do, because you know, they also do curb service. You know, a lot of people were doing curb service alcohol drinks, meaning here in Birmingham, bars were giving people in cars alcohol. I know it sounds strange, but they were actually doing it. So I figured, hey, if I could get in and do the same thing too, I'm gonna service the people. So, you know, I'm just currently just waiting for everything to, you know, to see how everything goes, and you know, just help clothing stores, cafes, boutiques, whatever it might be. I want to have store run become you know,
Absolutely, man, and you're definitely on your way, man. It's obviously a journey and a transition from idea to, I guess, to the point where I'm doing it kind of myself, to building out a team. Where you mentioned that you're working on the app as well. It's absolutely phenomenal. And you mentioned Forex, man. You know, how long have you been into you know, I guess, trading in the Forex market?
Well, Forex, I've been knowing about Forex for the past 3 years, but I've been trading with a real account for probably about a year and a half. I started off on a demo account, and you know, I first got into it after watching The Wolf of Wall Street. You know, after I found out about penny stocks and everything like that, I had to go a little bit deeper and figured out that, you know, the people that work in banks were actually trading our money. I didn't know that, because, you know, I always had a bank account, but I didn't know that the banks actually traded my money, you know, traded my money Monday through Friday. So when I started to figure out how much they made, you know, they were like $130,000 they were paying people to become Forex traders for banks. Well, you know, I don't have a college degree, so I was the best way that I possibly could. So when I first, I turned that $50 account into around $2,000. Probably the first time with one of my mentors that taught me the gold strategy. And since then, I've just been educating myself, and you know, just steadily just trying to learn this market, set up charts, and you know, just sharpening my pencil as far as everything in the market. Because like I say, and as the other gentleman was saying before, this was stuff that was not taught to us. My parents didn't know about this information, so I had to go ahead and learn how to teach myself and get around other people that wanted this information, because everybody didn't want it. And, you know, and before I got into Forex, I got into stocks. And the way that I learned stocks was through Robinhood, an app called Robinhood and Webull. Robinhood actually gave away free stocks for referring it to other people. So I became one of the influencers with Robinhood and got $500 from them that I put back into the market. So, you know, that was another interesting way that I use network marketing in order to fund another one of my accounts, as far as in the stock markets too.
Absolutely, man. So if you could just, you know, just from your understanding, man, give us a little bit of a description of what Forex is. What is this Forex market? We had Dave talk to us about options a little bit. What is this Forex market that, you know, it seems to be a very popular word nowadays?
Okay, well, the forex market is the foreign exchange, and a lot of people might do a lot of traveling, so they know when you travel to another country, you're going to make an exchange with the American dollar for wherever you go. Let's say if you go to Mexico, you're going to get the Mexican, the Mexican peso in exchange for the Mexican dollar. And let's just say that the Mexican dollar is around 90 cents, and the Mexican peso is around 34 pesos. During that time that you're there, money never stops going up and down. I mean, money never stops moving. So depending on when you come back, you either made some money or you lost some money. So it's just that dealing with currencies. The price of a dollar. A lot of people don't even know the price of a dollar. A dollar is not 99 cents currently. It probably hasn't been for a long time. It's probably higher or lower. But it's just the price of the currency, the euro, the yen. Every country pretty much has its own money. So when it came down to money, I wanted to learn exactly what money was. Nobody ever taught me that. Nobody taught me about money. So when I got into the forex market, it showed me that I could have a small lot size and start off with $100, and probably with proper risk management, you could take that money up until hundreds of thousands, depending on how you watch it. How many pips you get. Like I say, it's not very easy. It's not one of the easiest things that you could get into, but it does take time. And once you figure out how to run these charts, it's like mind blowing. I mean, it's not hard to read, and I'm quite sure that since you started trading, I've seen you come on Facebook and talk about how during the daytime, you're in the stocks, and in the evening time, straight cryptocurrency. It's a phenomenal thing to be able to have your phone in your hand, and at the push of a button, you can make money or lose money, but it's very actually make money at the push of a button on a buy or sell, depending on if it's a cryptocurrency, if it's an indices, if it's a stock, if it's oil, gold, Amazon, Facebook. I mean, these are all of the things that you could trade in the forex market. But like I say, it's not that easy, but it's worth learning, especially if you want to become your own bank, and you can actually do what bankers are doing with your money.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think people kind of understand that if they've ever traveled internationally, they can leave out the country and for a week and then come back, and the exchange rate has changed. It's always changing. It's that maybe something they you don't want to get caught on the bad end of that either. something happens.
You don't want to get caught on the bad end.
Come back, I got pennies. I left with dollars, and I got pennies now. That's what I'm talking about. So, Brother Jamell, same kind of questions for you, man. As we kind of just came through the year of the pandemic, how was 2020 for you, and what's a big takeaway? What's something that you learned in 2020?
Well, I call 2020 the COVID come up. You know what I'm saying? And I mean the COVID come up because this was the first time that I've seen so many people on the internet, people that I know, they took a risk on themselves. They betted on themselves. And, I always say that the trap is called take risk and prosper. So I always encourage people to at least give themselves a chance. But this was one of the years that a lot of people still, figured out how to get their EIN number. A lot of people got a lot of these grants and loans. A lot of people spent time with their family. I know I did. I had the chance to actually see what it was like to be a teacher. I've always sent my kids off to school to the teachers, but I had no idea what the teachers went through as far as in trying to teach my 7-year-old son how to say certain things, and his attention span is about this short. So it got me closer to my family. It made me believe in myself more. It was a long time ago. I stopped, asking for money and learn how to, depend on myself and learn how to create things and become innovative, and also, build a team and have people around you that understand the concept of working together. Because, we always talk about group economics, but it's very so rare that we actually practice them. And thanks to you, you walk a lot like you talking, and you allow others to come on your platform and to connect with each other. So like I said, group economics is very, very important. So it's just very beautiful for me, and just doing whatever we want as far as in helping each other, supporting each other, creating businesses, putting our kids in different situations. So, I call it the COVID come up.
Man, absolutely. COVID come up, man. And what are you looking forward to, man? Now that we have got this new year started, man, you're kind of rocking and rolling, got a lot of different ventures going on. What are you really looking forward to this year? What's next for you?
Well, actually, I'm waiting for everything. I'm waiting for the 21st to actually hit.
Yeah.
After the 21st, I believe I'm gonna open my eyes up again and just kind of figure out how things are going. But as far as in business wise, the Birmingham Bounce, but until then, it's just trying to get my store run business expanded because I believe we're going to have stay at home orders coming real soon. So I got to get in position to be able to make sure that I be able to expand more, be able to service more people. I'm always looking for a way to service more people. So it's just an organization called Learning Fundamentals, and I actually want to take that and it is going to be with books. Now, I met you a long time ago when you came to Birmingham, and you had bought this wonderful book right here. It's a book, and this is something to write a book and do things like that. So this year, I'm going to try to open up my nonprofit organization and offer another service, and also try to figure out a way to help homeless people.
Whew. It's getting rough.
By
That connection getting rough, man.
giving them and provide for themselves.
All right, I believe you. So it sounds like you said a nonprofit to help the homeless and giving them a place to be able to kind of take care of themselves. We're on the last few minutes of this Wendy's internet, man. Here's my last question for you, man. And we'll bring Dave back in. This is Black Man Monday, man, and so we always take the time to connect with brothers.
Did you hear
that? I can hear you now. Let's see. Let's do a quick check. Check. Uh-oh. It's delayed. I believe you just I think we just got you frozen. All right, you're gonna need to leave and come back. I think that's what we're gonna need to do. Yeah, it's that Wendy's internet. Yeah, he frozen. So that okay, hold on. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, my bad about that. But I was saying about, I did want to work on my nonprofit organization called Learning Fundamentals. And I did want to figure out a way to help the homeless people because, I see a lot of homeless people in my area. There's also tons everywhere, but I want to figure out a way that if they had a product that I could possibly service through donations from other people, they'll be able to learn how to make money. They wouldn't just be standing outside asking for money. They could advertise somebody's shirt. They could advertise somebody's hat. That they could do something to kind of, bring some kind of income instead of just standing outside looking hopeless. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to provide hope to the homeless some kind of way through a nonprofit organization called Learning Fundamentals.
Oh, fantastic, man! It sounds yeah. that the beat goes on. And here on Black Man Monday, man, as you think about our brothers that are out there, what are your words of wisdom to specifically to the Black man in 2021?
Never be scared to fail. I believe that failure is our way to success. A lot of times we've been scared. It's time for you to be scared of anything. The world is ours and everything in it. So, what we got to do is come together with each other, do things like this, support each other, share each other, spend actual money. It's good to actually spend the money with each other. I'm not sure what it is with Black people and money, but we got to learn how to spend money with each other, practice it, make sure that our kids see about it. And, just take risk. There's a lot of good information going on about Bitcoin now in the blockchain. Everybody has Cash App. So if you have Cash App, just take you some money and put it in Bitcoin. I know you're not going to invest thousands of dollars on your, in your time, but the way that Mr. Evan Jefferson has showed us this year was that, learning how to trade, putting small investments into your portfolio in order to make it grow. It'd be a wonderful thing. Also, just learn how to, use your telephone to make more money. You have your phone in your hand every day. there's no excuse that we can't, make money off of our telephones. Bitcoin, we got to also understand what Bitcoin is, because Bitcoin is only on your telephone. Bitcoin is not something that you can actually have. Our telephone is about to be the most valuable asset that we have, probably more than our car or home, because if you don't have your phone, you won't be able to access your Bitcoin. So it's just the education. Always educate yourself about what's going on, because I still don't really understand Bitcoin, but I do know as long as I got my telephone, I can access it. If I don't have my telephone, then I'm in trouble. So just keep your eyes open and learn how to take your money out of these accounts and, hold on to your money. You know what I'm saying? But just expand yourself. Just don't be scared of failure, practice failure, and just, each one teach one.
Absolutely, man. Each one teach one, man. Thanks so much, man. This Black Man Monday I got some dope bros in my crew, man. Let me bring Diamond Dave back in. We'll be again to wrap this show up, man. I appreciate you hanging in there with us, man. Diamond Dave, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here, man. I really appreciate what bro was talking about, man, especially on the Forex side, because I'm a big fan of being in the markets, and whatever's going to work for you, do that and make it work for you.
Absolutely, man. So, I think that first we got to not be scared of money. And then when we understand that the market is everywhere, the market is, when it comes to the economy, the market is everywhere. I kind of teach from the standpoint of, it's just, the grocery store is a market. You know what I mean? That's the farmer's market. You go there, you don't buy grapes for $2.99, you try to get it at 99 cents. So I try to take that, common sense approach. You mentioned the whole coupon thing and redeeming the coupon. We got a lot of couponers out here that could be taking that same kind of skill set and applying it to to a market where that money can really multiply. And then brother Jamell, man, you're talking about Forex, man. We got a lot of people that's traveling, and they start saying, you know what, I'm exchanging these dollars to go on these trips and travel. Why don't I do a little bit of trading while I'm traveling as well, so that when I come back, I'd have made the money that I was going to spend on my trip. And so everything is connected to capital or cash flow in some way. And money is just something that we're not going to be able to live without. So we might as well have as much of it as we as possible, man. Brother Dave, man, what did you think about the show?
I really appreciate it. I mean, I like the show. I like the topics. I like how it's produced. And like I said, I've been following you for a while on social media. So I was really happy that I had the opportunity to get on the show and try to add some value to your audience. And hopefully they can take something today that we talked about and implement it to their life, and it can be beneficial to them.
Absolutely. Again, guys, got Brother Dave, man, highest paid part-time job in the world. If you guys want to get the options game, you can you'll find his course there. You can use the promo code BAZAAR for 10% off. Brother Jamell, man, what do you think about the show, man? What's your take?
Man, it was wonderful. I mean, I'm going to have to give it to brother below and get some of that good stock option information. Because like I say, being that I am interested in money and I talk about money so much and it never sleeps, I want to get it on both ends. So, I trade stocks, but I was listening to his information about the stock options. And I got to get some of that information too, because even though I trade Forex, that doesn't mean I can't learn stock options too. Because that brother down there said he may turn $800 into $33K, and in a small amount of time. Hey, I know one thing. I ain't scared to take a risk. So I would like to learn this information too, because there's no reason for me not to. Money does not sleep. Money does not sleep. So I am glad that I got a chance to hear about the stock option information that he was providing below.
Absolutely, man. Again, brothers, I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here. This is Black Man Monday, where we just uplift and inspire the Black man. Hopefully you hit that tag button, like button, and share button. You let brothers know that we're here. Again, we never know what someone may be going through, but sometimes just seeing other brothers get together, just think about it for a second, man. You just can look at the screen, whether you're on your phone, you're on your PC, laptop, and you can see three brothers who are serious about winning in life, winning in the economy, winning in business, and winning with our family. So this is a good picture of what's not always shown on your regularly scheduled programs. So make sure that you continue to tune in here on the New Black Wall Street for Black Man Monday. Brother Jamell, man, there's some people that want to follow you or, kind of keep up what's going on with you. What's the best place or best way for them to kind of follow what you got going on?
Well, my name is Jamell Seazons. I think it's right here, a little bit below, right over here somewhere. Yeah, right there. But my name is Jamell Seazons. Just follow me there. I have a lot of different businesses and a lot of different websites. So I'm not just going to put everything out here. Like I say, I got the e-commerce store. I have the Birmingham Bounce Brothers, which we also have an event called Jelly Ball, which is coming out too, which is like a paintball kind of event for 12-on-12, but it's not with paintball. It's small little water pellets. So a Jelly Ball is one of the things that we're going to be promoting very big this year. So just follow me on, my name is Jamell Season. So just follow me on my business. I'll be following everybody that comes on this show on Black Man Mondays. Mr. Diamond Dave, pleasure meeting you too. And Mr. Jefferson, like I say, it's always been a pleasure. Me and you speak pretty much every single day, so it's just an honor.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Well, again, guys, this is Black Man Monday. Brother Diamond Dave, Brother Jamell, as I said, connecting networks and networks. If you find that you could be useful, need any of these services, or just want to be inspired, just want to follow, make sure you make those connections. One key thing that Jamell kept saying, and everything that he was speaking about, he kept talking about service. And one thing that that I promote and I teach as an educator is that there's only two ways that you really get wealthy. That's you serve more people, and you continue to serve more people. Right. And he kept saying, man, I'm looking away to serve the homeless and serve these Black-owned businesses. And, he is really about serving, basically providing a solution to the problems that he sees. And if we all did that, right? If we all did that, then our community, our households would all be a better place, right? Solve more problems, serve more people. That's actually the key to getting wealthy. The big thing is that many people simply talk about the problems. There's only a few who are actually going out there and solving them, and they're the ones who get the bag. They're the ones who get the bag. This is Black Man Monday here on the New Black Wall Street. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of the new